Fasten your seatbelts and hang on tight as we take you on an aerobatic adventure in the skies over the beautiful south coast of New South Wales. Now we go into a snap roll. Our pilot is a member of the Royal Australian Navy's 724 Squadron, whose motto, Learn and Live, is an indication of the importance attached to this phase of shore training. 724 is a jet fighter team which will move on to carrier operations when their schooling here is complete. While ground crews carry out arming, refueling, and checking of the squadron's jet aircraft, there's time for a final briefing for today's mission. Wherever possible, combat practices are followed, making instructions from their commanding officer of utmost importance. The average age of the group is only 25, but already they're recognized as some of Australia's finest aviators. Now all is ready for the cartridge-fired startup. This method of starting is necessary for shipboard operations where there is no room for the bulky electrical starting devices normally used. Again, the folded wings are a great space saver in the carrier's hangars. HMAS Albatross, the Navy's land training base at Nowra, was first used by the Royal Navy during World War II and taken over by the RAN in 1948 when the Fleet Air Arm was formed. A helicopter gives a bird's eye view as the jets form up for takeoff. Here there's a departure from carrier procedure, for at sea they would be catapulted into the air in a matter of feet. Today, the mission is to blast a simulated enemy position on the coast with rockets and cannons. In they go. It's stick forward, full throttle, fire. Fired from 1,500 feet in batches of 8, the rockets are right on target. In case of emergency, a speedy air-sea rescue boat stands by. Now that the rockets have done their job, they go in with cannons. From the 4 guns in the wings, over 3,000 high-explosive shells per minute pepper the make-believe enemy. A final check shows mission successfully accomplished. So, to finish off the day's training, they form up for aerobatics. In a tight formation known as a box 4, they can perform as one, even in clouds. At 500 miles per hour, the secret of formation aerobatics is to keep close together, so at times they are as near as 2 feet. This is no stunt. It's one of the most serious parts of their training, for it teaches flying the aircraft to its limits. All is ready for the most difficult loop-the-loop. So, up and over we go. Upside down now, and in our picture, the land is where the sky should be. The planes are British Sea Venom, a standard 2-seater day and night fighter equipped with air intercept radar but with no special modifications for aerobatics. Most spectacular of 724's daring demonstrations is the barrel roll with vapor trails streaming from the wingtip. Finally, over the airstrip, as a signal to ground crews that the exercise is over, they perform the Prince of Wales plume. The mirror landing system is another important phase of training for carrier operations. A line of orange lights is reflected into the mirror, and by keeping the line centered, the approaching pilot touches down at an exact spot on the flight deck. Starting the approach in, it's wheels down and flaps down. The skill required for this formation landing can be fully appreciated when the width of three leading aircraft, 144 feet, is compared with that of the runway, which is only 150 feet. A perfect touchdown is the climax to this display of precision aerobatics by men who keep the wings over the Royal Australian Navy.